Welcome to my iPhone 12 mini review. My name is Klaudia. Welcome back to my channel. So I have been using the iPhone 12 mini for about a month now, so since the 13th of November, and here are some of my thoughts on how well the iPhone 12 mini has done so far. So firstly, let me talk about the design. The flat edges are literally the highlight of this upgrade in my opinion. Yeah, the phone looks so good with this design, but it also makes it more practical, making it an easy grab of the phone. I'm more lenient to use the phone without the case in certain occasions. I trust it more than compared to the previous iPhones, or even when I was holding the iPhone 12 Pro Max. That was not a confident experience for me without the case. And since you are here still watching, please help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I am so close, and that would honestly be the best Christmas gift I could ever have. It's only 2 weeks away, so I would be so grateful. And for those subscribed already and are keeping up the likes and comments, thank you so much. I enjoy reading them all and responding to everyone. Now back to the mini. So the most important part of the mini is the size. I love how the mini does everything the same as the iPhone 12. So it's basically the iPhone 12 squeezed into a smaller body. I find that so impressive, and I just can't believe all the effort that has put into making a smaller phone but having the same efficiency. Except of course the battery, which we will discuss later. So the size is great. It fits into small pockets, perfect for times when there's limited space. And I realized my hand is probably not the best representation of how small the phone is. So let me just compare it against a ruler. You can kind of see the real difference between the phones. So now the weight of the phone, it is the lightest phone at 135 grams. I love how it doesn't drag any of my pockets down. I don't have to roll up my jeans every 5 seconds because the weight was pulling them down. And I also realized the weight is basically the equivalent of 6 AA batteries. Now with the iPhone 12, it's 7 AA batteries, and with the 12 Pro, it's 8 batteries. So that's how I like to compare this, so you get more of a feel of the weight difference in between the 12 mini to the 12 Pro. So now onto the screen. Everyone also mentions that the notch tends to look a lot bigger than the other phones, and it's still the same size. It's just that when it's a smaller phone, it kind of stands out a bit more. So the notch kind of creates an illusion that it is a bit bigger compared to the other phones, but it is actually the same size. The screen is densely pixelated. I tried to replicate the same wallpaper with my iPhone 11 Pro, but the 12 mini just absolutely beats the quality on its screen. Everything just looks more clearer and more of a quality and just vibrant. And now onto the screen size. The screen is 5.4 inches, which might be considered small for a lot of people, but I feel like this has a very good advantage because I feel like I'm more efficient with this size because I'm more quicker with pressing things on the screen. It takes me less time to reach different display on the screen, and honestly I don't mind the size when watching videos and things like that. You can also think of it this way: if you upgraded from smaller screen like the iPhone 6 to 8, which has the 4.7 inch, you would feel like the screen is bigger. We just got used to the bigger screens, and now it's just kind of hard to go back to where we started. Now I love the HD effect when playing videos and gaming. As you've seen in my comparison video of the SE, the screen has never looked so good before. However, there is a bit of an issue with the heat buildup when using the phone for heavy use. It tends to do that when I am using the 4G or if I'm on FaceTime. And now the keyboard, it's harder to get used to it, but I can use it with one hand. On certain occasions there are a few mistypes. You do just have to get used to it. So with the keyboard I can use it with one hand, so I love how I can just hold the phone in my hand. I have I don't know, a trolley or something in my other hand, and I can still type and have a good control of the phone. And also with social media like Instagram, some options on there are quite close together, so you do end up sometimes pressing not what you wanted to press. So at this time, after a month of using the phone, I have no issues with that whatsoever. And so the phone has 2 lenses, which I was quite surprised because the SE was only managed to have 1. So it is a massive improvement to the camera.
Ryan Little. Yoga.
And the quality on these photos are amazing. I feel like nothing was missed out on this camera. The focus on the objects is good and you are really not losing out on the quality. And I did take a couple comparison photos on the 12 Max as well, just to see the difference, but it's not something you realize if you don't compare the photos together. So the most talked about aspect of the phone is the battery. So the smaller size means smaller battery, and for me it was around 5 to 6 hours of heavy use I had to do before I had to charge. And you can also see the video on the battery test I have done, which came to around 6 hours as well. Now on a casual usage it can be up to 7 hours. So for the casual use it was mostly like social media, replying to emails, things like that, so it wasn't a long video use. And there are also ways you can extend the battery life as well, such as use the dark display mode on your screen. So when the dark display was on, it was about half an hour longer phone usage. But yeah, for that it's mostly, do you like hassling around with changing the settings on your phone, and are you comfortable with adjusting it accordingly? And always don't forget, you can buy a power bank from any store. And some people have said even if you have the 12 mini and the power bank, it doesn't take up as much of a space as the Pro Max or the bigger screen models. So my final thoughts are, it is quite hard for the iPhone 12 mini to be my main phone, especially for my age where I like to travel a lot. So I do feel like it is a little bit of a hassle to charge the power bank and change the display mode, change the brightness, and everything combined with just reducing the battery. And I am a bit of a heavy user with my phone, so even if I am not watching videos and things like that on my phone, I'll still have to connect my data onto my MacBook, so that does take a lot of battery as well. That is my most worrying part about this phone. Other features I mentioned I am absolutely fine with, but for people that use the phone more for basic purposes and feel like they don't mind the battery, then everything else is just perfect for you. Go ahead with your iPhone 12 mini. These were just my thoughts and based on my lifestyle. And that is everything for this video. Comment down some of your thoughts. Subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.